it's Raquel. So today we're doing part 5 of our 6-part series learning about blending, mixing colors. Okay, so today we're going to be using our primary and secondary colors mixing techniques. We need our sheet of paper. Today it's a little bit different. We will, besides the paper towels, we will need some cotton balls. So get those, or just cotton. You need your plate. You need your primary colors. So it'll be the blue, the yellow, and the red. Remember, we also use white and black always. You will need your squared brush. If you don't have these at home, you could also be using your sponge, okay? So a sponge brush or just a piece of sponge. Also, you will need your round tip brushes. If you don't have these, in the end, you could always use markers or crayons. Okay, so let's just jump into it. We'll take our blue. White. A bit of water. And just mix that in. We're going halfway down our paper. And then coming up. Okay. Remember, this is our sky, so we always want this part a little bit more blended in. That's just blue with white. I want it blended, so we'll go over it several times. If you feel it's getting dry, we add a little bit more water to our paint, and we go. It was a little bit too much. It's fine. Just quickly rub up and down. That center line. It's just blue and white. There. Now, today we will be learning about our secondary colors. Remember last week, or last video, we did green. So that's blue and yellow. So we got our blue and our yellow. We're gonna mix that up and get green. Go. Now we're going for the ocean or the sea, so we don't need those colors exactly blended in. We just need them on our brush. We go from that blue line and we're going right down. This part is not blended properly. That's great because it gives me this idea that my sea has waves using some darker and lighter colors. It seems as though I am having like reflection and shadows going on there. I need more blue and yellow. Get a bit more yellow in there. So I'll add a little bit more yellow to it. Remember, it does not have to be blended in properly. That gives it that definition as though we're looking at waves. So we continue along our line and we go all the way down. And that's it. I have my ocean. Okay, so there we go. Right, So we have our blue, it's properly blended, and we have our green, which is our blue and yellow. It's not properly blended in, so you get shades of blue, yellow, and green all along the way, giving me this idea as though I'm watching the waves. Okay? Alright. For the next step, you need just blue. So we're going to take a little bit of the blue, just a tiny bit, wash my brush a little. So again, we're using primary colors blue, yellow, and red, but we're mixing the blue and the yellow and getting that green. So we're getting our secondary color in my painting, in our painting, as well as the primary color. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we want this ocean to look as though it's very deep, just along the horizon. So I take a little bit of blue and I separated, or I drew a line between my green and blue sky. Here we go. Bring that down, down, down. Blending just a little bit. Getting a tiny bit more blue. And bringing that blue right across. That seems as though it's a that dark blue seems as though it's a deeper ocean in that area. There we go. So we have a proper defining line between our sky and our ocean. Today you can see that very clearly. There. Okay. Now, as promised, we're gonna jump into clouds today. So our cotton balls are gonna be used right now. Oops. So I'll just dab those in white. Okay, so I have some white on my plate. I'm dabbing my cotton balls into my white paint. This, puffing it on the plate, getting it on my cotton ball, and I will go directly to my painting to do my clouds. Okay, I need a bit more white. Just a tiny bit of water here. Adding water to my cotton ball and smushing it along. Bit more water just so it's easier for me to push it along on my painting. There you go. There you go. So what we've been doing is adding water to the cotton ball along with that white paint and just smushing it along. A little bit more white on here. Here we go. And we will go right across. A little trick to this is to keep the top part of your clouds very white. Okay? As you're coming lower, it can be translucent or transparent white, but you want to keep that white, that bright white, just on top of the cloud. Okay? That's a little trick. Just on top. See? How cute. Just on top of my clouds, I keep that white, bright white. As you come closer to the horizon line, we're also going to keep that bright white. Just with the cotton ball, taking it right across. Okay, so I'm done with that. Now I'll use my brush, wash it out really good. Clean it off. And I will drag that white line right on top of the blue line. There we go. I think I'll just use that cotton ball one more time and just puff it out. Just dabbing it on, guys. There you go. There. My happy clouds. Now, if you want these parts to be a little bit whiter, that's totally fine. Each clouds are different. Each cloud has its own character. There you go. Using cotton balls, we made clouds today. Okay, so there we have it. We did clouds out of our cotton balls using white and just a little bit of water, okay? Remember that one of the tricks were to keep the top of the clouds whiter and the bottom part or the middle is a little bit more translucent. Okay, we did a very clear line, a very clear observation here, right? So we can see our horizon line between the white and that dark blue. It's very clear for you to see. What I wanted you guys to see today also, or to use your imagination, okay? So we're gonna learn something called perspective. And we're using our imagination and using that horizon line. So everything far away from that horizon line is gonna be large objects. And anyway, anything that's near the horizon line, we're gonna draw them or paint them smaller. Keep that in mind. I'm gonna show you guys how to draw a bridge that seems as though it's going into your painting. So I'll draw a dot in the middle of my horizon line, okay? From that dot, I will connect the two corners of, not the corners, but I'll come a little bit closer in. I make two other dots. They're like maybe 2 inches in on either side. We're gonna connect them to that center dot. So I go straight towards that dot. There you go. We'll connect the other dot, bringing that also towards that center dot. Now that will be my pier or my bridge, but it seems or it appears as though it's going into my painting. Now for us to do that, we will be using the green, which is the secondary color, mixing that with the primary color, red. So what we're gonna do is we start off with our yellow. Got a bunch of yellow there, and blue to make that green. Okay, so I'll mix that together first. Okay, got my green. Now I'll add a tiny bit of red to that. So, green and red. What did we learn? Green and red makes brown. I need a bunch more red. It's too green still. Okay, there we have it. It's coming now. Now I can see my brown coming up. I want you guys to add not red, but white. So we'll add some white on the corner. So a little bit of white. And I'll show you guys something really neat. Need a bit more red still. It's too green. If it looks too green, just add more red. You'll get there. It's taking me a while as well. So this is my pear. Okay. Some of that brown color, I want you to mix with the white. Yeah, I definitely need more red. I don't know what's going on today. There. Generous amount of red in there. Finally. Okay, so I have two shades of that browny, greeny color. It's not so brown today. I don't know what's going on with it. There you go. Brown. So we'll start from the bottom going in. So we'll make a line right across. Okay? We'll take some of the clearer color and make a line right above that one. Take the darker line, the darker color, darker brown, and make a line right above that one. So we keep going with lighter and darker until we reach the end. There we go. I'm running out of color, so I'll have to try to make my color once again. Okay, so we'll add a little bit more of the red to it. See if that gives me more color. I need a little bit more pink. Yeah. And then I'll add some white to that color that I just made. That brown color. Go on top. So let me just go again. So it was supposed to be, this one was supposed to be clear, and this one, and this one. We continue. So we're alternating the light and the dark color. Until I reach my end. Okay. I'll skip a little so we can jump ahead. And now we add darker in between. And we're done. Okay. So that's my bridge. You can see it looks as though it's going into my painting. That's using our horizon line, using our angles, so that it starts off larger, farther away from the horizon line. All the way to the horizon line, it seems as though it's disappearing. Okay. Now, the next thing I wanted you guys to see was we'll take a little bit of white and I'll play along my ocean. Okay, so I'll take that white, okay, and I'll make tiny lines right on top. my finger and I'll just kind of gently blend that in. This is giving me a look or an appearance as though the waves are reflecting the light on the water. Okay? Here we go. Just a little bit. Oops, that's a little bit too much. Just using my fingers there. This is going to be a lot of fun. It's like finger painting. Okay. And we do the same on the other side. Wherever you feel like you want to put a white line, you go ahead and put that line. Blend it in a little bit with your finger. There you have it. It's like reflection. Now, on this picture, this is day. This is like midday or 1 o'clock. So the sun is right above us, okay? So that reflection is just bouncing off the rays of sunshine. Now, if you guys have ever seen photos of San Pedro or Belize, you will know that there is a reef right along the horizon, and that gives us this white line effect when we're looking out into the ocean. Okay? I have a little bit of white left, so I can use this white to show you what I was talking about, the brighter white on top of my clouds. I'm just blending it in. I'll use my cotton ball to just blend that in. There you go. So this painting shows me a couple things, okay? We were using the white cotton balls to make clouds today, all right? Just in case you don't have the proper brushes at home, we're using stuff that we can find around the house. So we did that. We also did some mixing of colors. We mixed the yellow and the blue. We got some green, as you can see on our ocean. We didn't mix them properly because we wanted to have those different shades of greens along the way, greens and yellows and blues. It looks as though the ocean has waves or reflection of light on it, okay? We also learned about perception, and that's using the horizon line as our point of reference. We're always using that horizon line from parts 1, 2, and 3. We were learning about the horizon line. So we use our horizon line, and from the horizon line, I was saying that everything close to the line looks really tiny, everything farther away looks larger. So with that in mind, we made our bridge sort of a triangle, okay, with the point going straight towards that horizon line on the water. So we did that using a larger bottom going up to a point, which looks like my triangle. For you to see definition, or for you to see light and reflection, shadows and lights, we use this alternating brown and light brown. By mixing green and red, we got the brown color, and we mixed a little bit of white in some of it, and we got that lighter brown. So we used the dark, the light, the dark, the light, the dark, the light, right up until we reached our end. The last thing that we did was using white paint, white lines on top of some of those waves to make it seem as though the waves are reflecting sunshine from the water, okay? We also use that white line right below our horizon line. We did that white line so it looks as though we're painting San Pedro and the reef. I hope you guys had fun today. Enjoy. Bye.